Welcome to the SEC Championship game Watchalong. I am Mr. Gleen. How's everybody doing? What is going on? We have Georgia, Alabama, ready to do battle here. Winner is probably in the playoff, but we'll see. Still have to see what happens tonight. How's everybody doing? Alabama, Georgia. Should be a good one here. Getting ready here for the start of the game. Winner. Probably in the playoff, but we'll see. I do not see two teams getting in from the SEC. And I would say Texas has to be ahead of Alabama based on head-to-head. We have all the pregame stuff taking place right now. Georgia, a 5.5-point favorite. The SEC Championship game. Getting ready here. Georgia, Alabama. Getting ready to kick off here shortly. Still pregame. Just got finished watching the Big 12 Championship. Texas rolls 49-21. Made it look easy. Not a lot of troubles there. Gary Danielson, Brad Nessler here on the call. Six minutes before kickoff here. The MAC Championship, Miami of Ohio wins the MAC. We're about 5 minutes before kickoff here. Boise State right now leads UNLV 21-14 in the second quarter. Still early in the second quarter. A lot of points being scored in that one. Miami, Ohio won 23-14 over Toledo in the MAC championship. Still pregame here. Got about 4.5 minutes before game time. Georgia, Alabama. Georgia's getting ready to take the field. And here comes the Bulldogs. Georgia taking the field right now. (12-0), 8-0 in the conference. And here comes the Crimson Tide. 11-1, 8-0 in the conference. And here comes the Crimson Tide. Alabama, the SEC West champions. Georgia, the SEC East champions. We're just a couple of minutes away from kickoff here. A minute away from kickoff. We have the coin toss. And they're not going to show it. Brought to you by the Home Depot. And Google, Samsung, Aflac. We got a commercial. Welcome to the Sports Story. We're getting ready here for the Alabama-Georgia game. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. awaiting the kickoff. One team is probably in the playoff. The other one is out. Alabama might need some help even if they do win. Because Washington is in. I can't see Texas being jumped by Alabama based on head-to-head. We are still awaiting here. And we have Fansville. A Fansville commercial. Welcome to the sports story. Getting ready for kickoff. Georgia, Alabama. Ready to do battle. Looks like Georgia's kicking off here. Alabama will get the ball first here to start things off. Game's about to get underway. And there's the kick. Georgia kicking off. They just kicked it out of bounds. Do not understand that. Bama going to start at their own 35. First and 10 here. Alabama has the ball. Milroe brings the offense out in a shotgun. Back to his left, man in motion. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield. They're going deep. Milroe slipped as he threw it. That almost became a nightmare. Milroe slipped on that as he threw it. Luckily, that ended up missing everybody. We're going to have second 10 from their own 35 here. Man in motion. Milroe takes a snap. Hands it off. Trying to get outside. Gain of 3 on the run. Brings up second and 7. Second and 7 here for Alabama. Excuse me, third and 7. Third and 7 here. They're at their own 38. Milroe. Man in motion. Milroe takes a snap. Pressure's coming. Nowhere to go. And he lost 6 on that one. That was a sack. This brings up fourth down. It's now 4th and 12. Alabama's punting from their own 33. Big Alabama bounce. It's a 50-yard punt. No return. Georgia takes over 1st and 10 from their own 17. Back in the shotgun, running back to his right. Man in motion. Beck, little pass here, dump off. Big gain out to the 39. That's a 22-yard gain. $22-yard gain on that play. First and 10. They're out to the 40. Another pass here. That's a 14-yard gain. Back-to-back first downs here for Georgia. Little pitch, running play. Gains 4. Brings up 2nd and 7. Georgia's going fast here. Back. Shotgun. Changing the play. They're at the Alabama 42. Beck puts it back in motion. It's a little screen pass out to him. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Gain of 5 on that play. 3rd and 1 here. Georgia's lining up fast. They go fast. Gain 2. First down, Georgia. First and 10. They're just across, just inside the 40. Excuse me, just inside the 35. Right at the 35 is where they mark it. First and 10 at the 35. The Alabama 35. Beck up under center. Bringing everyone in tight here. Turns, fakes the handoff, slips a little bit. Completes it. That's a first down. It's a 14-yard gain. $15-yard gain. Man in motion, handoff to the right. Gains 3. It's a 3-yard run. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 here for Georgia. Beck, handoff from the 17. That's a 17-yard touchdown run. Georgia goes up 6-0 here. 17-yard touchdown run for Georgia. It is 6-0. Extra point is coming up. Kick is getting ready to be on the way here. It is up and good. We got 7-0 here. Georgia took it right down the field. Goes up 7-0 on Alabama. Eight plays. Eight plays, 4 pass, 4 run. Georgia went right down the field. 83 yards. Not a lot of trouble there for Georgia on that drive. Beck was 4-4 on the drive. 17-yard touchdown run caps it off. Georgia goes up 7-0. Alabama waiting the kickoff here. We got 9:31 to go in the first quarter. Georgia 7, Alabama nothing. Looked a little too easy there. We got number 1 Georgia against number 8 Alabama here. Bama has to get something going here. Both quarterbacks slipped a little bit on the turf on a couple plays here early in this game. Georgia getting ready to kick off. Up 7-0. There's the kick. It's kicked deep. And we got a touchback. So Alabama's going to take over at their own 25-yard line here. Second possession for them. First possession, they didn't do a whole lot. First and 10, Alabama. From their own 25. Milrose shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands it off up the middle. We got a nice run here. That's a gain of 6. 6-yard run on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for Alabama. Second and 4. About to go under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Melrose sends his back in motion. Takes the snap. Looking. Good coverage. Finally finds a man, and it's knocked away. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 here for Bama. Just good defense there. Milrow had all day to throw it. They kept him in the pocket, so he wasn't out running. Milrow, man in motion, takes a snap. It's going deep. And that overshot everybody. Incomplete pass. This brings up 4th down. And Alabama's going to have to punt again. Punting from their own 30-yard line. There's a snap. Taking it at the 13. Georgia will have the ball at their own 13-yard line. $57-yard punt. No return. Georgia will have it 1st and 10. Georgia will have it 1st and 10, up 7-0. Second possession for them. They're taking over at their own 13. Last possession they had at their own 17. Took it right down the field and scored. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. It is 7-0 here. We're at a commercial break. Boise State now up 31-17 on UNLV. 3:35 to go in the second. Tulane, SMU in the American Athletic Championship. It's 7-0 Tulane. And Troy and Appalachian State are tied 0-0. Just over halfway through the first quarter on that one. Georgia will have the ball for the second time today. They went 83 yards on their last possession, capped off by a 17-yard touchdown run. Awaiting the game to start back up here. Georgia lining up from their own 13. Backs in the shotgun. Takes a snap, handoff. No, fakes the handoff. Good coverage there. They end up losing 3 yards on the play. Lost 3 yards on that pass play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Second down and 13 here. Georgia from their own 10. Back shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff up the middle. Had all kinds of time. He's going to have to get rid of it. Did he catch that? No. Incomplete. That was close. Brings up 3rd and 13 from their own 10. Beck's in the shotgun here. Back to his left. Takes a snap. Overthrew everybody. It's going to bring up 4th and 13. And now Georgia's going to have to punt. Punting from their own 10. Georgia shifts. It's a snap. Kicks away. It's going to bounce out at about the Alabama 49. "41-yard punt there. No return. Alabama will take over at the Georgia 49. Or excuse me, at their own 49. Alabama 1st and 10. At their own 49-yard line. Bama in their first 2 possessions went 3 and out and 3 and out. Milroe has not looked good. He's 3 incompletions. He was sacked. Right now they have 4 yards of total offense in 2 possessions. Alabama has it 1st and 10. First and 10. Their own 49-yard line. Milroe, shotgun, running back to his right, takes a snap, keeps it himself, around the end, gain of 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Nice run there. Second down and 1. They're at the Georgia 42 now. Milroe, shotgun, back to his left. Takes a snap, handoff, up the middle. Gain of 5 on that play. It's a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10. They gained 4 on that play. 1st and 10 at the 38. Milrow shotgun running back to his left. Hands off. Up the middle. Gain of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 here for Alabama. They're now at the 30. The Georgia 30. Milrow takes a snap. He's looking to pass. All kinds of time here. They look to contain him. Gain of 3 on the play. They had him contained. And he got outside going around the left. They had him boxed in on the right side. And so he gains 3. That's a 1st down. First and 10. Alabama's got a little something going here. They're at the 26-yard line of Georgia. Milrow fakes the handoff. Comes around the end. Gain of 7. It's going to make it 2nd and 3. Second down and 3 here for Alabama. They're at inside the 20 at the 19. Handoff. That's going to be a 4-yard loss on that play. It's not going to be 3rd. It's a 6-yard loss. 3rd and 9. Third and 9 here. Approaching 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 9. From the Georgia 25 here. Milrow takes a snap. He's running, scrambling. He throws it. That's out of play. It's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th. 4th and 9. Fourth and 9. This field goal is going to be from, I believe, 43 yards. Kick is up, and it is good. So Alabama's on the board after a 43-yard field goal. Makes the score 7-3. Georgia's on top. 3:43 to go in the first quarter. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you'd subscribe to the channel. So we're at a commercial break here. It's 7-3. Alabama ran the ball well for their first 5 plays on that drive. A lot of it was Milrow running. And then they took a 6-yard loss to put them in 3rd and long. Or 2nd and long. And then threw an incomplete pass on 3rd down. Had to settle for a 43-yard field goal. It's now 7-3. Georgia's on top. Milrow has not looked good throwing the ball at. He's now 0 for 4. And he's been sacked once. Waiting the kickoff here. Alabama just kicked a field goal. Alabama getting ready to kick off. There's the kick. It's kicked deep. And in the end zone, it's going to be a touchback. Georgia will take over at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. First and 10, Georgia. 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. Beck's in the shotgun, back to his left. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. That's a good hard run. That's 6 yards for Georgia. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Beckett's in the shotgun. It's going to take a snap here. They're at the 31. Hands it off. Not a lot of room here. Somehow got 2 yards out of that. There was nothing there. And they got 2 yards. It's going to bring up third and 2 for Georgia. He just kept his feet moving. Beck, 3rd and 2 here. Beck's to the shotgun, backs to his left, sends his back in motion. Back didn't go where he wanted him. They're going to take a timeout here, I think. Timeout, Georgia. Little confusion there. Beck's trying to get his back in the right spot, and the back, like, I don't know if he didn't know where he was going or what, but when we return from the commercial break, it's 3rd and 2, 2:24 to go here in the first quarter. Georgia has the ball. This drive started at their own 25. Had to take a timeout as confusion. Back was confused, wasn't sure where to go on that play. Still at a commercial break here. Beck right now is 4-5. Is 5 of 6. Or excuse me, 5 of 7. 3rd and 2 at the Georgia 33-yard line. Looks like they're changing the play here. Back shotgun, takes a snap. A little pitch to the left. Has nowhere to go. In fact, they lost a yard. It's going to be 4th and 3. Georgia is going to have to punt after losing a yard on that one. Nowhere to go on that one. Good defense by Alabama. 4th and 3. Punt coming up here from their own 32. Punts away. Inside the 10. That's a 59-yard punt. With no return. Alabama will be taken over from their own 9. Own 8. It's a 60-yard punt. Handoff going around the left side. It's a gain of 12 on that run. Handoff up the middle. Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Alabama may have found something here. Struggled throwing the ball so far. Maybe getting a little bit going here on the ground game. Gained 8 on that last one. 2nd and 2. At the 28. Milrow back to pass. Has his running back coming out of the backfield. Stepped out of bounds. Gain of 5 on that pass play. It is a 1st down. Bama's at the... They're at the 37 here. That was almost picked off. Incomplete pass. That's going to take us to the end of the quarter. We're going to be going to the 2nd quarter. Second quarter here. There was a flag on the play. So there's an ineligible receiver downfield on that play. Declined. So we're at the end of 1. It's Georgia 7, Alabama 3. Alabama has the ball. Boise State still up 31-17 at half. SMU and Tulane Tied 7-7 with 3:52 to go in the first quarter there. And Appalachian State and Troy in the second are tied 0-0 in the Sun Belt Championship. We are at a commercial break here. Go Bulldogs! What's going on, Fluff? If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. (7-3), getting ready to start the second quarter here. Alabama has the ball. They're at their own 37. They'll have it 2nd down and 10 when play resumes. Still at a commercial break here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We are waiting. Start of the second quarter here. Alabama has completed one pass for 9 yards. Other than that, Milroe has not looked good throwing the ball. And the pass they completed was a little pass out in the flat where the running back got out there by himself. Milroe has not looked good throwing the ball downfield. Still at a commercial break here, waiting for the second quarter to begin. 7-3, Georgia on top. Alabama will have it 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 at their own 37. Milroe takes a snap, is in the pocket, throws over, has a man open. It's a 20-yard gain, and then we're going to get a face mask at the end of it. Nice little pass there. That's 15 more yards added on and a first down for Alabama. Bama is now inside the 20. Or excuse me, inside the 30 at the 29. Handoff up the middle. That went for 9. 9-yard run brings up 2nd and 1 for Alabama. Milroe hands off again. They had him in the backfield. Gains nothing on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 1. They had him for about a 2-yard loss. Back got away. third and 1. They tried to run up the middle here just with a quarterback sneak. It's now going to be 4th and a half a yard. Fourth and half a yard. Maybe a full yard. I don't think he went anywhere on that. They got nothing on that quarterback sneak. Milrow. Fourth and 1 here. Bama's lining up like they're going for it. Milrow is going to be under center. Turns, hands off. Hitting the backfield. They get it. They got 2 on that when he was hitting the backfield. Back was. And had enough forward momentum to get the first down. 1st and 10. Inside the 20-yard line. Bama's at the 18. 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. Another run play. Gain of 5 on that one. There is a flag on the play. That's a holding call on Alabama on that one. Going to bring up. We're not going to have 2nd and long. Excuse me, first and long, 1st and 20 now. From their own 28. Back coming out of the backfield. This is going to be a touchdown, Alabama. 28-yard touchdown pass. And Bama goes up 9-7. From 28 yards out, a touchdown. Extra point is coming. No one covered the back. Extra point is good. So with 12:04 to go here in the second quarter, Alabama has taken the lead. It's now 10-7. Bama. That drive, there were 3 penalties on that drive. 2 on Bama, 1 on Georgia. That took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays. Bama gets a 28-yard touchdown. We will be awaiting the kickoff here. It's now 10-7. Bama on top. We are at a commercial break here. 10-7. Bama. SMU Tulane at the end of the first, it's still 7-7. Troy and Appalachian State still tied with 9-12 to go in the second in that game. Boise State UNLV still at halftime, 31-17. Boise State has the lead. Here we have Georgia trailing 10-7, about to receive the kickoff here. Alabama getting ready to kick off here after just scoring their touchdown. It's kicked deep, and it's going to be a touchback. So Georgia will take over at their own 25. First and 10, Georgia. .12:04 to go in the second. Georgia shifts up a little bit here. Beck sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, a little pitch here. Coming around the right side. It's a 5-yard gain. Runs for 5 on that one, brings up 2nd and 5. Second down and 5 here. They only give him 4, 2nd and 6. Snap. Handoff up the middle. That's a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3 here. It's 3rd and 2. Gave him 4 on that one. 3rd and 2 at the 33. At their own 33 here. Beck takes a snap, handoff up the middle. That's a gain of 4. That's a 1st down. First down, Georgia. They're out to the 37, their own 37-yard line. Beck. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Looking downfield. Has a man coming across the field. .21-yard pass play there. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. First and 10 at the Georgia 40, or it's the Alabama 42. It's a gain of 6 there on the pass play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4, or 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 here. Georgia's got something going here. They're at the 36. Where they have 2nd and 4. The Alabama 36-yard line. Beck sends a man in motion, lets him get set. Bama's bringing some pressure here. Round the end, gain of 5. That's a 5-yard run. That's a 1st down. Cop just pulled me over for driving alone in the carpool lane. He's going to feel real stupid when he looks in the trunk. First and 10. At the 31, I believe. Yes. They're at the Alabama 31, first and 10. Backs under center, turns. Looking downfield. Wow. He had his man there. Just missed him. An incomplete pass. Brings up second and 10 from the 31. Just tipped by Alabama. That got tipped. Alabama defender tipped that one. Beck takes the snap, fakes the handoff, has his tight end coming out. Gain of 4, maybe 5 on that one. Brings up third and 6. Beck, back to pass. He's going to run up the middle. Has plenty of room here. That's a 9-yard run. That's a first down. It's going to be first and 10. Georgia. I really hate these camera angles they're doing here. Like, just, like, show me the game. Don't get down in the, like... They're at the 19. The Alabama 19 backs under center. Takes a snap, turns, hands off. That went nowhere. Gain of 0 on that one. Gained nothing on that one. Back, hands off around the end. They lost 2 yards on that play. Lost 2 yards on that play. Is going to bring up third and 12. Third and 12 from the Alabama 21. Beck drops back, looking. He's hit and sacked. That's a 6-yard loss on the sack there. It's going to make this a 44-yard field goal attempt here. It's now 4th and 18. To tie it up here, 45-yard field goal attempt. And it just got longer. False start. False start on Georgia. It's not going to be a 50-yard field goal attempt. This is from 50. Kick is up. Hits the upright and misses. No good from 50 yards out. Field goal is no good. So our score remains 10-7. Bama is up. Bama up 10-7 here. .437 to go in the second quarter. We got a good game going here. That drive was 12 plays. Started at the Georgia own 25. False start. Cost them 5 yards. That could have been the difference between making that field goal and what ended up happening is they would have had a 45-yarder instead of the 50. That would have been good from 45, I think. Because it just barely clipped the right upright. I think that extra 5 yards would have allowed that to go inside of that upright. Alabama taking over now. They'll have it 1st and 10. First and 10 at their own. Looks like it's their own 32. Milrow in the shotgun. Back is to his right. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Milrow's back to throw. He's going deep. Has a man. They're going to call pass interference on this, and I'm not sure why. He did everything you're supposed to. He turned his head. I'm not sure on that one. Why do you reward someone for throwing it short? And actually, that was like, why? I don't understand why you reward people for throwing passes that are short. Never have, like any game. Bama is now out to the 47-yard line. Gain of 1 on the run. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Second down and 9 here at their own 48. They gave him 2 on that one. So it's 2nd and 8 at their own 48. Milrow takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Brings the ball around the end. That's a gain of 8. That's going to be a first down. First down. Wow. Why did they not spot where the ball is? They only gave him 6 on that one? That was not a first down. They now have it 3rd and 2. 1.5 from the Georgia 45. Milroe takes a snap, hands it off, up the middle, and they got it. They got there too. That's a first down now. It's going to be 1st and 10. They had him. It's going to be 1st and 10. At the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Milroe back to pass. Just overthrew his receiver. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the Georgia 43. Milroe back to pass, has some time, is sacked. That's a big loss. I think that's a loss of 10 on that one. It's a loss of 11. Brings up 3rd and 21. Alabama's going to take a timeout here. They're first of the half. They have it 3rd and 21 here. With the sack there. Bama is doing this on the ground quite a bit. They did have 2 big pass plays on their last possession, but overall, not great. Not a great performance thus far by Milroe. It is 3rd and 21 when we come back from the timeout. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. (10-7). We got 1:34 to go here in the first half. It's been a good game thus far. Who do you have? Those of you in chat, who you for? Bama has the ball. They're in 3rd and 21. Be around their own 43, 44. Maybe 45. Third down, 21, 134 to go here. Bama has the ball. If they would ever show the field. Third and 21 from their own 46. Milroe snap, has time, throws across the middle. It is a completion. Thrown behind the receiver, and luckily he made the catch. Another pass that was not good. So it's 4th and 5. They gained 16 on that one. 4th and 5 here. Decision for Bama. They took a timeout. They have one left for the half here with 1:25 to go. Boise State up 34 to 20. They just kicked a field goal with 5:03 in the third. SMU Tulane tied 7-7. Troy is now up 14-0 on Appalachian State, but Appalachian State is driving. It's going to be 4th and 5 when we return from the break here. Alabama called timeout. Fourth and 5, still in a commercial break here. Fourth and 5 here. Bama has the ball. It's 4th and 4. They gave him 17 on that last one. Milroe's coming out. They're going to go for this. 4th and 4. Their defense has played well. They are at the Georgia 42-yard line. Georgia 42-yard line. 4th and 4 here. Milroe, shotgun. Sends a man in motion. They're going to try and get him to jump here. Milroe looking to the sideline. We're under 10 seconds on the play clock. And timeout, Alabama. Georgia called timeout last time. Now Alabama calls a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 4 when we return. We are at a commercial here, another timeout. Bama took a timeout after Georgia took theirs. Bama lined up like they were going to go for it. I think they were going to look to draw someone off sides. Didn't work. It's kind of dangerous here. You give the ball back to Georgia in this field position. Couple plays, they're in field goal range again. They did miss a 50-yarder a little bit ago. .125 to go. Milroe in the shotgun. They're at the 37-yard line. There's a snap. Milroe's back to throw. Has some pressure. What a catch! That's a 22-yard gain. Bama runs the ball for nothing. Wow, ooh. I don't know if he caught that. Milroe's back to throw. Throws across the middle. Touchdown, Bama. It's now 16-7. Alabama's taken the lead. Milroe, after looking really bad, has looked really good recently. Extra point up and good. It's now Alabama 17, Georgia 7. We got 48 seconds to go here in the first half. Georgia fans are stunned here. Bama's taking control of this game. Milroe has stepped it up here after not looking good early. One thing about it, these catches by these receivers by Bama are not easy. It's going to be a touchback. Georgia's going to take over at their own 25. Georgia gets the ball coming out of the half. .48 seconds to go from their own 25. Georgia. They do have a timeout left. Beck, shotgun. Takes a snap. Back to throw. A little pass to his running back. So that's going to be a 6-yard gain. Going quick here. Beck takes a snap, back to throw, steps up. No one to throw to. Gained a yard on the run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Georgia has a receiver that's injured. Hobbles off the field. Beck. They're just going to go to halftime here. So at halftime, Alabama 17, Georgia 7. Georgia took the ball right down the field to start the game, and since then it's missed a field goal, and since then it's been nothing. We are at halftime of Alabama, Georgia, the SEC championship. Good game going here. Georgia will get the ball to start the second half. (17-7) Alabama here at halftime. With that, I am going to take a short break here. I will be back. We are at halftime. Alabama 17, Georgia 7. Back for the second half. Welcome back to the Sports Story. Is a nightmare scenario going to happen for this playoff committee? Will we have a nightmare scenario for them? If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We are at halftime here. Alabama 17, Georgia 7. Bama is in control of this game. Do we get a nightmare scenario for the committee? What does anybody in the chat think? We got about 5 more minutes before second half kickoff. Georgia will be receiving. Boise State now up 41-20 on UNLV. SMU's up 14-7 on Tulane. And Appalachian State has scored. It's 14-7 in that one. Got about 4 minutes here before we kick off the second half. What does anybody think? Do we get a nightmare scenario here? Still waiting. We are at halftime still. Georgia will be receiving to start the second half. We are awaiting the start of the second half. Still at halftime here. First half stats. 143 total yards for Georgia. Alabama has 171. So after Georgia's opening drive, they've really done nothing. Penalties, 3 on Georgia for 35 yards, 1 on Bama for 10 yards. Turnovers, non-existent. Time of possession, pretty equal. 15-19 for Georgia, 14-41 for Alabama. Alabama scored 14 in the second quarter and are up 17-7. Here we go. Second half getting ready to get underway here. As I said, Georgia's receiving here. Start the third quarter. Ball's kicked deep. It's going to be a touchback. First and 10, Georgia from their own 25. I think Georgia has to get something going right here on this drive. If they do not, it could be a long half. They have to get something. They have to get some points here. Field goal. They did miss the 50-yard field goal that would have made this 17-10. Georgia from their own 25. First and 10. Man in motion. Beck takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Little screen pass here. Went nowhere. They got 3 out of the play, but for what it was, there was really nothing there. We're looking at 2nd and 7. Georgia, 2nd and 7 here. They're at their own 28. Man in motion. Beck, shotgun. Back to his left. Takes a snap. Handoff going around the right side. Good defense here. It gets outside. They're out to the 30. It's a first down run. That was a 10-yard run. First down, Georgia. Beck's back to throw. A little pass to the outside here. It's a gain of 1 on that pass play. Not a lot there. It's now 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Georgia has the ball at their own 39. Man in motion, back. Just a quick out here. It's a gain of 8 on that one. 8-yard pass is going to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1 here for Georgia. Big play here. This is a big play for Georgia, big play for Alabama. They get a stop here. This is huge. Beck's under center, takes a snap, little pitch outside. Too much dancing, and they lose 2 yards. You cannot run that. That does not work against this Bama defense. Why are you trying to do it? It's now 4th and 3. They may have lost only 1 there. They're saying he only lost 1. 4th and 2. Do not understand this. Why? Like, you're bringing the entire Bama team up for coverage to stop this. Fourth and 2 from their own 45. They are punting. Georgia's punting from their own 45 here. Fair catch. And goes out of the end zone. So we have a 55-yard punt with no return. And Bama will take over at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. First and 10 Bama here. We got 11:37 to go in the first. Or the third, sorry, the third quarter. Second half, third quarter. Georgia needed, they had to do something there, and they didn't. So I don't know what they're going to do. Beck's going to have to throw the ball downfield. They're going to have to find a way to get the ball downfield. Alabama, when they return to the game, is 1st and 10 from their own 25. Up 17-7 here on Georgia. Just has not been a lot of running room for Georgia. First and 10, own 25. The opening drive, they had 83 yards, and since then they've had 80 yards. Milrow shifting some people around, moves it back to the right, takes a snap, hands it off. 1st and 10 here. That's a 2-yard run for Alabama. 2-yard run there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. They lost a yard on that one. Lost one. They gave him 3 on that first one. Was 3rd and 7 or 2nd and 7. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. They lost a yard on that play. 3rd down and 8 here. Milrow back. Has all kinds of time. Going deep. Not sure who he was throwing to, as there was 2 guys there. Incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down. Yeah, it was actually closer than I thought to a completion. Bama punting from their own 22. Fair catch. "48-yard punt. Georgia will take over. Lunch break from work. That is sweet. Georgia takes over at their own 30. First and 10 here. Georgia, I think, has to get something going on this drive. I said that about the last drive, but they have to move the ball. They've done nothing since their opening drive. But they've really not thrown the ball downfield. They had a 21-yard pass on the drive where they missed the field goal. 3 straight runs on their 3rd drive. 2 incompletions and a loss of yardage on their 2nd drive. And then their drive where they had a 22, a 14, a 5, and a 15-yard pass. Chinese food. Sounds good. Sounds good. $10:36 to go here. Georgia backs back to throw. Setting up. He's going deep. He's got a man. It is caught. They're at the 19. That's a 51-yard pass play. I just said they need to throw the ball downfield. Why are they doing this little short passing stuff? And finally, they went downfield. Whistle blows. Are they seriously going to review this? They didn't review the one for Alabama, and they're going to review this one? That's pretty cool, Volterra. What? I mean, what? I do not understand this. How did they not review the one on Alabama and they're reviewing this one? That ball never even touches the ground. So what are we looking at? Can someone explain it to me? What are we looking at? What? I don't know. What are we looking at? Ghost. It might be. I have no clue. I don't understand this. Yeah, that's a first down. I don't understand, you know. Consistency is all I ask for. That one was more of a catch, clearer than the Alabama one that they ended up scoring a touchdown on. I don't understand that. So, 51-yard pass play puts Georgia inside the 19. I was just saying they have to go deep. You have to throw the ball downfield. Backs under center, turns, pitch. There's a face mask and not called. Gain of 3 on the run. Alabama has a guy that's magically hurt when Georgia's trying to go up tempo. I hate this. I hate when teams do this. If players do this, and this goes for any team, they need to sit out for the rest of the series. He did get hit, so I will say that he probably is legitimately hurt. Georgia's going to have it 2nd and 7. SMU is up 14-7 on Tulane in the 3rd. Boise State up 44-20 on UNLV. Troy is up 21-14 on Appalachian State. They just scored a touchdown. 8:31 to go in the 3rd in that one. Here we have Georgia driving. They're to the 16. They'll have 2nd and 7. We are at a timeout. There was an injury. Second and 7. McKinstry's going off for Alabama. Got hit in the head. So Georgia's going to have it 2nd and 7 at the 16, the Alabama 16. Beck. 2 people do his Beck fakes the handoff up the middle. Throws it over. Just incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 7. Third down and 7 here. shifting some people around here. Third and 7 from the Alabama 16. Beck looked like he was going to get sacked. Fires across the middle. Dangerous pass. Almost picked off. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 7 from the 16. This is going to be a field goal attempt. 33-yard attempt. It's 4th and 7 here. This is officially from 34. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:51 to go in the third, it is now 17-10. Georgia cuts into the lead within a touchdown now. 17-10. 51-yard pass sets up that field goal. Then they did nothing with it after that. Alabama will be receiving here after the field goal. I think Alabama has to respond here. Their opening drive coming out of the half, they had 2 yards. It's kind of how they started the game. Didn't do a whole lot. It's now third quarter, 8:51 to go. Alabama will be receiving here after the Georgia field goal. $17-10. Still at a commercial break here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you'd subscribe to the channel. $34-yard field goal. Cuts it to 17-10. Boise State is taking care of business in the Mountain West championship game. Currently up 44-20 with 2:28 to go in that game. Here we have Alabama up 17-10, 8:51 to go in the third. Georgia just kicked off, and it's going to be a touchback. Bama takes over from their own 25. 1st and 10. First and 10 for Alabama here. Their own 25. Milroe, shotgun. Back to his left, man in motion. Takes the snap. Tries to hit his back coming out of the backfield. Incomplete pass. Not a good pass there. He had him. Probably would have got a first down on that one. Just not a good pass there by Milroe. Brings up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here. From their own 25, Milroe shotgun, man in motion. Back to Milroe's left, takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. There's some pressure coming. Milroe is running. May get outside here. He got 2 yards. Did scramble for 2-yard run. Looked like they were going to get him in the backfield. Got away from that. There was some pressure and almost got tripped up in the backfield. Ended up getting 2 yards out of that. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Alabama. Milroe shotgun back to his right. Takes a snap. Pressure's coming again. Finds his man. That's, I believe, a 16-yard gain there. That's a first down for Alabama. $14-yard gain. Brings up 1st and 10. They're now out at the 40. Milroe a little pitched. Gain of 5. 5-yard run on that play. Brings up 2nd and 5. A little over halfway through this 3rd quarter. 17-10. Bama has the lead. Milroe sends man in motion. A little, that went nowhere. That was a little shovel pass there. Went nowhere. What are they going to call here? That pass went for no yards. Wow! Cannot believe that call. They just called a horse collar call. I don't understand it. That's a first down for Alabama. Alabama now has the ball at the 39 with the help of the officials on that one. Big run there. Gain 7. Gain 6 on that one. 6-yard run. Brings up 2nd and 4. Low snap to Milroe. He's going deep. Incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd and 4. Third down and 4. Bama has the ball at the Georgia 33-yard line. 3rd and 4. Milroe takes a snap. Pressure's coming. They got to him. But hit right there. Lost 12 on that one. A sack. They had it 3rd and 4. Now it's 4th and 16 from their own 45. They're going to have to punt. Alabama's setting up the punt here. Or excuse me, they're at the Georgia 45. Setting up the punt from the Georgia 45. There's the punt. Fair catch at the 5. That's a 40-yard punt. And a fair catch. So, Georgia taking over at their own 5. Their own 6. 39-yard punt. Taking over at their own 6-yard line here. Back at shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands off. Runs up the middle. Lost a yard. I don't understand this. Throw the ball. Why are you doing this? Approaching 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Second and 11 here. Beck. A quick pass out. Gain of 7 on that one. 7-yard pass play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Third down and 4. Beck is back to throw. Finds his man. That's a 9-yard pass play. That's a first down. First and 10 at their own 22. False start. We got a false start here. False start on Georgia. Got 2:39 to go here. 17-10. Georgia, this drive started at their own 5. Man in motion. Bama has the ball. 1st and 10 on a fumble. Bama is going to take over. At the Georgia 11-yard line, I believe. First and 10, Bama. 2:14 to go. They're in business. They're at the Georgia 11. Milrow, shotgun, running back to his right. Takes a snap, turns, hands off. Running up the middle. Gains 3. They're to the 8. Second and 7 from the 8. Shifting people around here. Milrow, shotgun, back to his right. Takes a snap, handoff. No, Milrow keeps it. Coming around the end. Georgia played that well. They lost 2 yards on that one. Played well by Georgia there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the 10. Third and 9 from the 10. We got a minute to go here in the third. Milrow takes a snap. Pressure's coming up the middle. He had a man. Incomplete pass. Looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt here. Just dropped. Actually, it's good defense there. Georgia played some good defense, got to it. Attempting a field goal here. Kick is up. 27-yard field goal is good. So from 27, it's now Alabama 20, Georgia 10. 48 seconds to go in the third. Alabama had the ball at the 11, couldn't do anything with it, had to settle for a field goal. Makes it 20-10. Bama on top. SMU is up 17-14 on Tulane. Troy is up 21-17 on Appalachian State at the end of the third. That SMU game still has 5 minutes to go in the third. Bama getting ready to kick off here. (20-10), 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Georgia just fumbled. Bama couldn't do anything with it. Had to settle for a field goal. But they do go up 20-10 here. There's the kick. And it's going to be a touchback. Georgia takes over at their own 25-yard line. First and 10. Georgia takes over at their own 25. First and 10. 48 seconds to go in the third. Beck comes out, shotgun, back to his right. Bauer's in motion. Beck seems to be changing the play. Beck back looks. Little swing pass out to his running back. Gain of 4. Maybe 5 on that one. Gains 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Second and 6 from the 29. Man in motion. Beck's changing the play again. Over the middle. That's a 9-yard gain to end the quarter and a first down. We're at the end of 3. Bama 20. Georgia 10. If you haven't hit that like button, I appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. It is 20-10 here. Georgia trailing, but has the ball here. Trying to get something going. They're out to their 38-yard line. Taking a look at other scores here right now. SMU still up on Tulane, 17-14. Appalachian State, Troy, 21-17 right now. In the 4th. We have the start of the 4th quarter getting ready to happen here. Georgia trails 20-10. The playoff committee's nightmare scenario could be getting ready to happen here. Georgia will have the ball at their own 38 when play resumes. It'll be 1st and 10. First and 10 for Georgia. First and 10, Georgia here. Beck comes out. In the shotgun. Back to the right. Sends a man in motion to the left. Back takes a snap. It's back to throw. Was going to run up the middle and his lineman got in the way. Lost a 3 on the play. Not sure what his lineman was doing there. Just get out and block. Hit somebody. Back shotgun. They're at their own 35 now. Back to the right. Fakes the handoff. Pulls the ball back. Going across the middle. Incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now. Back is shotgun from their own 35. Takes a snap. Back. Good protection. What is he looking at? I'm not sure who he's throwing to here. Because there was nobody there. Another incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to have to punt here. That was almost picked off. Should have been picked off. Punting from their own 35 here. Kicks it deep. At the 20. Fair catch. "45-yard punt. And a fair catch at their own 20. Bama takes over. 1st and 10. .1406 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We are 14 minutes, 6 seconds away from a possible nightmare scenario for the playoff committee. Alabama taking over at their own 20, 1st and 10. That field goal is going to be huge. The fumble that led to that field goal is going to be huge. Alabama taking over, 1st and 10. Ball at their own 20. 14:06 to go in the game. Milrow comes out. in his shotgun, empty backfield here. Could this be a quarterback draw? They've shifted. Now they've got two backs in the backfield with him. Send the tight end in motion to the right or to the left. Run up the middle, gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Second and 8 for Alabama. Milrow has two backs in the backfield. Sends the one on the left in motion. Fakes the handoff. Pressure. Pockets collapsing. He is sacked. That is a sack on Milrow. Get the official yardage here in a second. That's minus 11 yards on that play. Milrow is sacked. It's now 3rd and 19. They're at their own 16. Georgia's coming after him again. He's able to get the pass off. Gained. Looks like it's a gain of 13 on that play. On the pass play. Brings up 4th down. They're going to have to punt. They gave him 12 on that one. Alabama punts it. Caught. This could be gone. That was a nice return. I don't know the exact yardage on that, but that was a big return there. Get the yardage for you here in just a second. So a 42-yard punt with a 30-yard return. It's at the Alabama 35. Georgia's in business here. Run up the middle for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. They gave him 5. 2nd and 5. Up the middle again. That's a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 1 here. 3rd and 1 at the 26. Third and 2. 3rd and 2 at the 26. 27. 3rd and 2 at the 27 here. Back. Fakes the handoff. Fires it outside. We're going to get an interference call here. We're going to get a pass interference call. $15-yard pass interference call here on Alabama. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. And Georgia is in great position here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Georgia's now at the 16. The Alabama 16, back, shotgun, back to his left. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Looks over the middle. To the 1. First and goal at the 1. That was a 15-yard pass play. Quarterback sneak by Beck up the middle. That's a touchdown. Georgia touchdown. We are now a 1-yard run from Beck. (20-16). Took him a minute and 35 seconds to score. The big punt return. Thank you, Douglas. Appreciate it. Extra point is up. It is good. It's now 20-17. We now have a ball game here. Georgia will be kicking off. It's 2017. We're at a commercial break. Huge punt return set up. Georgia on that drive. I'm not sure. I would like to see I'm not a big Alabama fan. But I would like to see some chaos in the college football playoff committee. So I'm kind of rooting for Bama. Kind of a tough decision. Because like I said, I'm not a Bama fan. (20-17), 10-16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Georgia just scored a touchdown to cut it to 3. Big kick or big punt return set it up. 30-yard punt return after a 45-yard punt. I can understand that. We got 10-16 to go here. Georgia getting ready to kick off here. Georgia crowd is into this game. The complexion changed after that big punt return. Georgia kicking off here. Kick deep. It's going to be a touchback. Bama's going to take over at their own 25. First and 10, Bama taking over at their own 25. So a punt, a field goal, and a punt is how Bama's went this half. First and 10 at their own 25. Milrow in the shotgun. Man in motion. Sets him up. Back to the left. Milrow back to throw. Throws over the middle. That's a 22-yard gain there for Georgia on the, or excuse me, Alabama on the pass play. That's a first down. First and 10. They're at the 40, their own 46. Handoff up the middle. That's a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Bama looking to answer here. Second and 1. They're at the Georgia 45. Man in motion to the left. Miller is back to throw. Finds a back out of the backfield. That's a 12-yard gain. It's a first down. First and 10 after a 12-yard gain. Alabama looking to answer the score. Shift is on here. Miller on the shotgun. Back behind him to his right. Hands it off. They missed a bad holding call there. Gain of 3. Second and 6. They give him 4 on the run. Milrow, shotgun, just inside the Georgia 30. Back to his left. Milrow, hands off. Gain of 5. Maybe 4 on that one. Gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Third and 2 from the 25. Milrow back. Pockets collapsing a little bit here. Throws a little shovel pass. What a play. That was a heck of a play there. $13 yards on that pass play and another first down. Bama hangs on to win. Florida State wins since Texas won. Who goes to the playoffs? Florida State or Texas? Both Florida State and Texas have to go. You can't keep Texas out. And you can't keep an undefeated Florida State team out. Touchdown, Bama! What an answer. Big answer from Bama here to go up 26-17. You can't have Bama jump. This might be just short. Bama cannot jump Texas, and an undefeated Florida State cannot be left out. This play is under review. I think they're going to be just short. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Yep. This is going to come up just short. Florida, Texas, and Bama. Bama's out. You can't put them ahead of Washington. You can't put them ahead of Michigan if they're undefeated. They're just short. It's going to be first and goal from the 1 here for Bama. First and goal from the 1. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. Bama has the ball. First and goal from the 1 here. Just inside the 1. What an answer from Alabama here. Georgia scored after a huge punt return, and Bama has answered. Lining up, no clue. Why do you not stop the clock now? So they didn't give it to him. Just shy. It's going to be second and goal. Trying to go over the top. I can't see anything here. I think he's in. That is a touchdown. I forgot to take the points off the board there just a minute ago. It's now 26-17. Bama will now go after a 1-yard touchdown run. We'll now try getting a 10-point lead. 1 Michigan, 2 Washington, 3 Florida State, 4 Texas. That's probably what I would say, yes. Bama, extra point attempt here to go back up by 10. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:47 to go in the 4th, Bama answers Georgia's touchdown with a touchdown of their own to go up 27-17. With the kickoff coming. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Who would you put in the playoff if Alabama wins? Who are your 4 teams? $5:47 to go. We are at a break here. Yeah, Michigan will win like 10-0 or something because Iowa's defense is good. If Iowa had an offense, they would be a national title contender. SMU up 20-14 on Tulane. Troy is up 35-17 on Appalachian State. That was with 6 minutes to go in the 4th. The SMU game has 9 minutes, just over 9 minutes to go. Appalachian State just scored a touchdown. It's now 35-23 there. Florida State wins, it would be Florida State, Texas, Michigan, and Washington. That's who I'd say, Douglas. I agree with that. I think you almost have to go with that. I don't think there's any other option. The 3 undefeateds and Texas having the head-to-head over Bama has to get them in. It's a touchback. Georgia is going to take over at their own 25. Florida State loses to Louisville and Alabama holds on to beat Georgia. Alabama's in. I would say probably. Again, I don't know how you jump them over Ohio State. I get conference championships and everything. Georgia taking over their own 25 here. Beck is back. Little pass to Bowers. Running upfield, gains 9. Just shy of the first down. 9-yard gain on that pass play. Got to have a little bit of urgency here if you're Georgia. 2nd and 1. Beck is back, looking downfield. Short hops his receiver. It's an incomplete pass. This is 4-down territory no matter what. You have to score here. He didn't get it. It's going to be 4th and 1. They went nowhere on that one. That's a gain of 10 by Georgia. This is why I don't like the way they rank things. Because if Alabama, here's the thing. If Alabama, knowing Alabama is going to be here, they should have rated them ahead this week. This is why when they rank, that's a face mask. I don't understand, I get the whole idea Bama won their conference and stuff, but, I mean, why rank Ohio State ahead of them at all? And this is why the committee sometimes, I just don't like the way they rank teams. Automatic first down here. First and 10. Georgia with a big pass play there. They're going fast. Another big pass play. Another first down. Georgia's at the 6. Looked like they had him bottled up. He's to the 1. That's a 5-yard run. It's going to be 2nd goal from the 1. don't understand. Why do they do this? They run like 40 seconds, 45 seconds off the clock when these guys are piled up like this. Why are they not stopping the clock to check out where people are? They went nowhere on that quarterback sneak. 3rd and goal. It's not going to be 4th and goal from just inside the 1. Bama coming up with some big plays here. How you doing, Devin? Georgia's taking a timeout. There's 2:52 to play here. Georgia with a timeout. It is 1st and goal inside the 1. They've had 2 plays here from just inside the 1 and got nothing. Congratulations to Boise State winning their 5th conference championship in history. Yeah, they were up big. Roll Tide, baby! Fourth and goal. This is the game right here. Like, what are they waiting for? Since Bauer's out wide, hands it off, and he walks in. Touchdown, Georgia. It's now 27-23, 2:52 to go in the game. Georgia has 2 timeouts. Again, how does Alabama respond here? If you're just joining, if you'd hit that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you'd subscribe to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated too. Extra point is up and good. It is now 27-24. Alabama. $2:52 to go in the game. Should say it in regulation. We're at a commercial break here. SMU is up 23-14 with just over 8 minutes to go in the 4th. Appalachian State trails Troy 35-23 with 5:30 to go. Yeah, I'd just kick this deep. I'd kick it deep. You got 2 timeouts. The thing is, like, which Alabama team are you going to get on offense? Are you going to get the one that's going to decide they want to move the ball, or are you going to get the one that's, like, going to do nothing? I would just kick it deep. 2 timeouts, plenty of time. Don't give them a short field to try and score here. So you have to kick it deep. And who knows? Who knows what happens? If you get something out of it, something happens, you may get the ball in good position. Here we go. Missed field goal was huge. The 50. Actually, it was the penalty before that, the false start, that moved it back is what killed him. Georgia getting ready to kick off here. Down 27-24. They squib it. Did that hit a Bama guy? If you're Bama, do you keep it on the ground or take a chance as well? Good question. I think you keep it on the ground for the first. I don't know. You could almost set up to where you're going to throw it and have Milrow run it and give him that option. Own 25-yard line for Bama here. 1st and 10. Game. Takes a snap. It's now a foot race. That's a 30-yard run from Milrow. Taking all the time here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. It's 2:09 to go. Bama's at the Georgia 45. Milrow, shotgun, takes a snap, turns, hands off. Up the middle. 3-yard gain, it looks like. And we get a first time out there. Georgia uses it's actually their second timeout. First of their 2 that they had left being used. Brings up. It's going to be 2nd and 7. At the 42 for Bama. Yeah, I think you got to stop here. You got to immediately call a timeout. We have 2nd and 7. Bama looking to close out the show here. Milrow with a big run, a 30-yard run. May have just sealed the deal here. How you doing, William? Second and 8. They only gave him 2 on that last one. Milrow takes a snap, fakes the pitch, running up the middle. First down. Gain of 8. That's a first down. I think it's game over now. Game over here. Milrow did fumble that. Got it back. 1st and 10. Just inside the 35. Milrow turns, hands off. Gain of 3. Georgia takes their final timeout with 1:15 left. Yeah, I think that's game. Unless there's some miracle happens and there's a fumble somehow. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. (27-24) here. We got 1:15 left to go in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Who'd they play? Victory formation here. Milrow takes a knee. That's going to be game. Alabama knocks off Georgia. And now chaos begins. Milrow's going to take one more snap here. Takes a knee. That is ball game. Alabama SEC champions. And now chaos begins. Chaos begins now. What happens? Who is in? Alabama ends Georgia's 29-game winning streak. They do. Ball game, final. Bama wins. (27-24). Georgia probably eliminated from the playoff. Alabama has to do some hoping here. They need some help to get in. There is no way you can keep undefeated teams out of the playoff, and Texas already took care of business earlier. Georgia has to be out. The SEC might be out. There is no way, if there's 3 undefeated teams, that you can put any one of these teams in, and there's no way Bama should be ahead of Texas. So you've got your 4 right there. If everything goes as planned with Michigan winning and if Florida State wins, and people that say Florida State's schedule was easy, didn't they beat an LSU team pretty badly earlier in the year? Georgia, Bama. What a game. We've had a couple of good games. Last night, we had Washington, Oregon in a good game. Alabama, Georgia here in a good game. All right, people, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. I am going to be covering the Big Ten championship here. I will be back on here in about 25 minutes. I am going to go get something to eat, something to drink. All of you that joined me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Those of you hit the like button, I appreciate it. If you subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for joining me. I will be back in about 25 minutes as I cover the Big Ten championship. I want to thank all of you that are here. And until later, everybody, peace out.